What's going on, everyone? It's your boy JR back again with my boy Justin,
What's up?
and we are here to talk about Elimination Chamber 2015, the quick turnaround pay per view after, was it Payback? Pretty sure it was Payback.
Payback, yes.
All right, without further ado, let's get the ball rolling here. There was a pre-show match of Stardust and Zack Ryder. I didn't see it. I don't know if you did, Justin.
No, I saw the pinfall, but I didn't feel it necessary to go back and really watch it.
Yeah, the pre-show matches to me, unless there's some wrestler that I like, I don't really pay too much
Unless
attention
there's
to it.
unless there's a title on the line.
Yeah, I think Stardust got the win, right?
Yes, he did.
And apparently Stardust is going to be involved in some feud with the actor from the show Arrow up during SummerSlam or something like that.
Jesus.
Don't know what that's all about, but it looks like they're trying to, do something with his character. I think they should revert him just back to Cody, personally, but
Well, I guess Goldie's due back. Well, he's hurt, but I don't know what. Maybe he's due back by SummerSlam. Maybe they kind of try to revitalize that for a second go around. I don't know.
I don't know. I heard he's out for a while with a shoulder injury similar to Hideo Itami. He might be out for like 6 to 8 months.
He's already been out since February. So, I mean, I think that would line him up for right around SummerSlam.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, sir. But anyways,
I don't know. I'm indifferent, honestly.
Yeah, I don't really care for Stardust right now. They need to make me care about this character, and I just don't. I can't,
Exactly.
sir.
Nope. The last time he was relevant was when he was with Goldust.
Yeah, indeed. All right, let's get to the main card here, which this was a surprisingly good Well, the card was good on paper. Some of the matches were because I'll tell you what, it was kind of hard to follow Cena Owens, but we're gonna get to that.
Yes, I watched that match 3 times actually.
Here we go. First match was the first ever tag team Elimination Chamber match. It was the New Day, the champions.
Come on, do it. You like to do it.
New Day Rocks.
Jesus, you're all about him now.
What's happened? Heels. They're good heels. What can I say? They're good heels. It was the New Day versus Cesaro and Tyson Kidd, Los Matadores,
Los Jobbers,
the Lucha Dragons,
the Lucha Jobbers.
Not yet. I don't know. I think it's too soon to call that. The Ascension,
the Ascending Jobbers,
and PTP, the Primetime Players, millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars. Nope, can't say it anymore. They are the number 1 contenders. Can't say it anymore.
They are. So this match is actually pretty good.
It was all right. It was good for being the first tag team elimination match. There were some decent spots, and there were some spots that could have been big that kind of let you down. Namely, being the Kalisto Spider-Man crawling to the top of the damn chamber, and then he just dropped, which is the safe move, I guess. That's pretty friggin' high up there, and to just drop onto people, maybe some kind of little, I don't know, maybe he could have got his legs up there and dropped face first or something, but I guess they were just kind of rolling it safe there.
I think it could have been sold better by the wrestlers in the ring, personally. They kept looking up and then acting like nothing was going to happen. They should have just acted like they didn't know where he was, and then he should have just fell and totally surprised them. At that point, they were just expecting him. I don't know. I thought it could have been a better spot. It was nice to see them attempt something like that, but I don't think it was executed properly. Overall, a couple of standouts in this match, I thought, were the Ascension finally looking decent for once in a match. They did get eliminated.
Looking decent, but went out early.
Yeah, but they still look decent, compared to how they've looked since they've debuted.
I definitely would say that they were in the top half of the teams in that match. Maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, they were the third best team in that match. And then you had the Primetime Players who, when they were in it, I thought they were going to win for a second there.
Aside from the New Day, who you have to give number 1, obviously, because they won. Mm-hmm. I think the Primetime Players were the best team in that match.
Yeah, and they looked really good, and they're looking really good, especially the next night on Raw. They looked amazing. Titus O'Neil
looked great.
Wow, I have never seen him with such intensity and such vigor. Like the way he was just handling himself was amazing.
I still think his little his little mating call there is a little weird, but whatever.
People
It
like
works
it,
for him.
yeah, whatever. People like it, and I'm glad to see.
They
I'm
do
glad
it
to
with
see
him.
these guys get like a decent push. These guys are hard workers, even though they're not like big stars. Titus has a bunch of stuff off screen that you don't hear about, like the whole campaigns about being a good father and shit like that. So it's nice to see
Yeah,
these guys get rewarded with,
I agree.
a title shot and stuff like that. And Darren Young, he's obviously the gay superstar on the roster, but he's good in the ring too, and he's good. They're good on the mic. They're entertaining, and I hope that their current feud with New Day. Oh, by the way, New Day retained the title. That this feud.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert if you didn't watch it. But I hope that this feud culminates in a title win for them at Money in the Bank, because that's going to be the obvious match. It looks like so.
Yeah, I think they after SmackDown's taping on Tuesday, they're officially the number one contenders.
Excellent. That's great to hear. Good on these guys. Good on New Day for being great heels right now. And the primetime players are getting over, and they're putting on good matches, and that's all I care about. So
Yeah, solid work, and I'm behind you. And both teams are doing solid work right now.
And maybe if they win the titles, I'll finally jump on the millions of dollars bandwagon.
Still go with the jobbers thing. They're not jobbers anymore.
They're millions of jobbers. But anyways, we're gonna move on here. The next match was the Divas title match. Nikki Bella, the champion, Little Miss Twirl, versus Naomi, versus
The booty popper.
my future ex-wife, Paige. So this match was botchy.
One of your many future ex-wives.
Botchy as hell. Very lackluster in terms of spots and stuff like that. Nikki retains the title, but I wasn't too impressed with this performance. And I've seen Nikki and Paige be in some good matches. This wasn't one of them.
This was too weak to be worthwhile.
Yeah, I agree with you. A little Final Fantasy XI reference there for those of you who didn't get it. Yeah, I've seen better matches, man, and maybe I'm spoiled by the NXT women, but
I think that's what it is. And I have been. We've known each other 5 or 6 years now. You know how I am. I'm big on like not spoiling certain things for myself, and for a long time that included not watching NXT because I didn't want to know these people, before they came up. I wanted it to be fresh, but damn, those women down there are so much better than the main roster girls.
Yeah, man, they really are. It's night and day. It's a complete joke. I mean, and listen, I like Nikki Bella and I like Paige, so it really hurts me to really be this critical on them because Nikki Bella's improved a bunch in the ring and Paige has been solid pretty much since her debut.
I don't know if it was the fact that it was a triple threat match, that threw them off or what. But
it was too slow paced, and
it was. It was like it was almost like you could call what was coming next.
Yeah, I don't know. Wasn't impressed with it. Nikki retained the title by pinning Naomi, and we haven't heard from Naomi since, I think. I don't know if she's out of the title picture now, but with Paige being back, but I don't know. We're going to have to see.
They even made that reference, and hashtag we'll get to that later, but I mean, they even made the reference on Raw that, Nikki, you're climbing up on that AJ Lee, however long their record for holding the title.
This is the company
and it's just
being
like,
petty.
Come on, and then the Twin Magic thing came back, and it's like, oh, Mike Chioda, come on, man, come on, brother. Nikki Bella and Brie Bella do not look anything like anymore. I mean, come on, just look at those, look at the girly parts, and you tell me you can't tell the difference between the two.
Seriously, dude, seriously, I don't know what's up with that, man. It was, it's disappointing. And
are they heels again now? Like
the 100th heel turn this year.
Are they heels again because they boned Paige, the face?
Yeah, it looks like it, bro. It looks like it. I don't know. All right, moving on here. I'm gonna leave this next match for last because it was match of the night. So we're gonna move down the ladder here.
Moving along.
After the match we considered match of the year so far was my boy Bo Dallas versus Neville. Neville pins him clean, and this wasn't that
pretty much a squash match.
It wasn't exciting at all compared to their NXT stuff. This is a joke, an absolute joke. Bo completely jobbed to Neville, And this feud,
Again,
which was great in NXT, just doesn't seem to have the luster on the main roster. I don't know what it is or what they can do to make it better.
I don't know. I thought this was their way of finally like, okay, these little, we've been hearing rumblings of them doing the quick turnaround all the time now. One pay-per-view a month and one network exclusive a month, which would give you a 2-week turnaround every time. So you could have these quick little storylines between wrestlers that you really wouldn't see in the big pay-per-view highlights. That's what I thought. That's what made me think of this. Bo Dallas, who's not normally a pay-per-view guy, is finally getting some time. Maybe we'll see, a good, 12, 15 minutes out of him. And it was like, dude, that was a match for SmackDown.
Yeah, it felt like a SmackDown/Raw match. And the thing is, Bo Dallas is actually really good. So he didn't really do himself favors with the booking in this match. It made him look fucking horrible. He's actually really good. I'm not saying this is a Bo Dallas mark, because honestly, when you hold the NXT title as long as he did, Triple H, who manages NXT, obviously sees something in you. I think right now he's at a point where they don't have anything for him at the moment. So he's doing these squash-type matches or whatever. But
the plus side, they've got nothing for,
Well, the plus side about Bo Dallas is he's super young still. He's only like 23 or 24 years old. So, this is probably going to be some growing pains for him. I think eventually Bo Dallas can be a top heel in this company if they give him the proper push. That's my opinion.
I think he needs... I know you like the bully thing, but I think he needs a new gimmick.
He needs his NXT gimmick back. That wasn't his gimmick in NXT. That was his gimmick towards the end.
I didn't watch his NXT days, so...
He had like a delusional heel gimmick or whatever. It was actually really fun, and he was great on the mic too. So
I don't see what would be so wrong with teaming him up with his brother. Just see what happens. You know what I mean? They've got nothing for either of them. So
they haven't acknowledged that they're brothers, so it's gonna be kind of weird. I don't know. We'll
right,
see.
And you still don't have to. You don't have to acknowledge it, but it's like look at Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, two guys they had nothing for, so they put them together as a tag team, and now they are something. Now they've got you got to do something with these guys. Look, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, same thing, back together. Now they cut that really good SmackDown promo, I heard. We're family. Okay, well, this is cool. This is interesting again. It's like they got so many guys that just don't matter right now. It's like if they don't matter, then bring some of these NXT guys up. Because
possible brand split, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
You mentioned Tyson Kidd there. He got hurt in a dark match against Samoa Joe. So
I didn't see that he got hurt.
It was a legit injury. The referee did the X symbol and everything, which in wrestling world means it's a legit injury. Yeah. So
what did he hurt? Because I don't know. Saw any dark match, and I didn't hear how the match went either. I guess that was a Saturday night. It's going to be whatever the hell they call the Saturday night show. I don't watch that either.
Yeah. Well, my best to Tyson. I like him a lot, and I hope him a speedy recovery.
Yeah, I hope it's not anything serious.
Yeah.
Poor Cesaro.
Yeah. Well, moving down the line here, we had the IC title match in the Elimination Chamber, first ever as well. A night of first evers, if they like to point out. It was the Ryback versus R-Truth versus Sheamus.
R-Trizzle.
Versus Dolph Ziggler versus King Barrett. Am I missing somebody?
You are missing the sixth man that we all went, what the fuck?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. It should have been Bray Wyatt, but it wasn't.
It
was Mark fucking Henry. Mr. hasn't done shit since November. Why the fuck?
Even then he was irrelevant.
Why? And because he's from Texas? Like, give me a fucking break. He got zero pop when he came out.
Nothing. Yeah, I think there was a collective groan amongst the crowd that was probably the worst of any crowd this year. Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-view, anything. Worst crowd of the year.
Corpus Christi, Texas.
You sucked.
All right, you sucked. I don't give a damn.
You were supposed to have a house show, and they turned your shit into the Elimination Chamber, and you, aside from the Kevin Owens John Cena match, you guys sucked.
You were horrible. You were crickets. There were some decent matches. They weren't some great spots, but still, you fucking energize the guys, and maybe they'll fucking put on a good show for you. Corpus Christi, you're on notice. You're on fucking notice, motherfuckers. That was a shit show of a showing from a crowd. I've never seen a more pathetic crowd
It was
ever.
sad. I mean, I think you and I went back and forth a dozen times that night on how bad the crowd was.
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. But back to the match here. This match I thought was kind of, to be honest with you, too. It wasn't that great.
No, I agree.
But I think the right guy won. Ryback wins
Yeah.
the title, his first singles titles ever. The guy's been working hard, you know. He's been cutting these emotional promos, and why not give him the title? See what he can do with it. You know, he's a stiff worker, but he can be entertaining. You know, I just hope if they plan to restore prestige to this title, they need to book him right, and not lose
Yeah.
non-title matches to fucking R-Truth or Stardust or whatever. He
No
needs
King
to
Barrett booking here.
Yeah, he needs to go on a solid run, and I hope they do because the guy deserves it, and I was glad to
It,
see him win.
it looks like they're feeding the Big Show to him for which is Big Show's back, and I don't know how I feel about that, but if you can, Roman had a good match against the Big Show earlier this year, so maybe Ryback can come out looking strong on that. Maybe he drops him with a shell shock, pins him clean.
That would be a
Maybe
sight
that
to
gets
see
him
because the Big
going,
Show is huge. Yeah,
Maybe he gets it going in the right direction. So if that's the way they're going, then I'm okay with this. If not, then I don't know what they're thinking.
yeah, I don't know. Uh, I like
Sheamus looked
Ryback.
good, I
He's
thought.
okay.
He even had his heel tactics with the cage door not opening,
Yep.
putting his cross in the door. That was pretty good. Barrett, nothing special. R-Truth, nothing special. Mark Henry, really nothing special. Even Ziggler didn't. I can't remember having
Yeah.
a real memorable moment.
No, I can't think of anything. It was a very meh match, to be honest with you, aside from the ending there where Sheamus and Ryback kind of went at each other a little bit stiff. But overall, Daniel Bryan was present at ringside to hand over the title to the new guy, and you kind of figured Daniel Bryan being at ringside, the face was going to win. So
at that point, yeah, I mean, we were saying, I remember before the match started when they were doing the little pre-match music video. We were saying, how interesting would it be if Bray Wyatt was the sixth guy and he won, and Bryan had to hand over the IC title to Bray Wyatt.
oh man.
But once you saw, it was Mark Henry, like, okay, well, they're not going to make Bryan hand over the title to Sheamus or Henry or Barrett or any of those guys. It'll be Ziggler or Ryback at that point.
Yeah, and it was the Ryback, and like you said, and I've been saying, let's see what they do with it. Let's see if they can actually bring prestige back to this title, which they've been doing to the next title we're going to talk about, which is the U.S. title. And that is, it was match of the year, and the only reason we're talking about it now and not at the end, because I want to leave the World Heavyweight Championship match for the end.
Yeah, let's give it its due.
We'll give it its due because it is the most important title, but the U.S. title has felt just as important with John Cena. Let's face it, it's John Cena. They're going to book him really well no matter what. It was Cena versus Kevin Owens, the NXT champion. And for those of you not familiar with Kevin Owens was formerly known as Kevin Steen in the independent circuit. He's been around for 15 plus years. He was in Ring of Honor, CZW, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, all these indie promotions until he finally found his way to NXT.
What's interesting is he's been around 15 years and his first match was 16, so he's 31, so he's super young. I mean, they could get...
Yeah, he's in his prime. They can get like 10 plus years out of this guy easy. So, the interesting thing about this, first of all, let's say this match was fucking amazing. I mean, John Cena made Owens look good, and Owens did himself favors as well by putting out all the stops. I mean, doing the flips, the moonsaults, sentons, you name it, this kid did it. Teasing Cena by giving Cena the AA and doing the "You Can't See Me." I mean,
awesome.
It was fucking perfect.
The AA on Cena was great.
If you haven't seen it, I recommend you either get the network or check it out on YouTube. Whatever. Watch this match. This match was probably the most enjoyable match I've seen so far this year. It beat out for me Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch at the most recent NXT pay-per-view. This match is enjoyable as fuck. And on top of that, real quick, Kevin Owens did what only 9 other men have done in the last 9 years? 9 years?
We went back to 2007, and I think I IMDb the list. I don't know if either of us have it up here. Let's see.
I'll drop it. I'll say the stat while you look it up there, the exact numbers. But Kevin Owens beat John Cena clean, a feat that not many people have done in the last 8 years. Beating John Cena clean, 1, 2, 3 in the ring. No interference, no fuckery, straight up, just beat him. Since Brock Lesnar, essentially. But Brock is more established. But the fact that Kevin Owens is this quote-unquote upstart, in a way, in the company, and the fact that Cena even allowed this is fucking amazing to me.
All right, so here we go. Since 2007, the men that have pinned John Cena clean, no interference. Now that doesn't mean the person interfered. That nobody came through the curtain. It was just John Cena one-on-one with somebody else and a referee, and he got beat. Shawn Michaels, Triple H, JBL, Batista, Randy Orton twice, The Rock, Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar, and Kevin Owens.
That is great company, man. Like, think of how much that says how highly they think of Owens. And because of that, they've pretty much rewarded him with a full-time contract to the main roster, so which means he'll be dropping that NXT title very soon. He's already booked for he's probably gonna drop it to Balor.
Balor's going on the Australian or on the Japanese tour, and he's doing house shows now. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he doesn't drop the title to Balor. They both come up, and
maybe Tyler Breeze gets that belt finally. He deserves it too.
Know.
So
maybe they had the NXT Open challenge. Maybe he gets caught with his pants down, so to speak, and drops it to somebody.
And they send someone down to NXT. That'd be funny.
Well, maybe he does it on NXT. You know,
he could vacate the title too. So you know, you never know. See. A couple people have done it before, so why not?
The NXT title?
Yeah. Not Diva. Paige vacated her title. I think Seth Rollins vacated his too when he got called up. So it's possible. That's for sure. But yeah, no, this match is fucking amazing. Check it out, watch it.
Did you go back and watch it a second time?
I did. It was just as enjoyable. It was really fun to watch.
It was a little less for me, just a little.
Well, that's because you had already seen it, you knew the outcome, but it was still really enjoyable. I don't know.
Right. I mean, it was all good. I think Kevin Owens did. He pulled out all the stops. The only criticism I had was towards Cena, and that springboard stunner thing was a bit shisty. But you know, I mean, I don't know if you watched Stone Cold's podcast with Heyman. Heyman even asked him, you know, what do you think of the springboard stunner? And Austin says he's got no problem with him using it, but it doesn't mean anything. So why do you do it?
Yeah, it's true. That's a good point. Austin's been pissed about a bunch of stuff. So.
Oh yeah, well, no selling. It's been a big. Did you watch or did you listen to it?
No, I did not get a chance to watch it. I should have though. I was
tired that night. With Heyman, it's great. Heyman was awesome on it. Even got a little tense at the end. I couldn't tell if if Steve was going Stone Cold on him or if he was legitimately like kind of annoyed with Heyman.
Might be. Heyman annoys people. I mean, we all know
that.
Well,
I mean, so. he wanted, he asked him, he said, how about Brock and Austin at WrestleMania next year? And he did. He threw on the Stone Cold face and said, I'd whip Brock Lesnar's ass. And, so Heyman, came back at him a little, and it did get a little heated.
I'll tell you what, if they want to sell out Cowboy Stadium, Austin Brock would do that. I'm telling you right now. Stone Cold's home state. Brock,
yeah, but you can't. Austin can't go to Suplex City, man. Not with his neck.
That's true. Who knows? You never know. I don't know. Anything can happen. All right, and then finally here we're moving on to the World Heavyweight Title match. This match was pretty good.
They tricked us.
They tricked us, but we should have seen it coming. We should have seen it coming.
I didn't see it coming when Dean pinned him clean.
As soon as that second referee came out, I was pretty happy, but in my head I'm like, something doesn't feel right. But I enjoyed it. When Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, the official ruling was Dean Ambrose won by disqualification. But damn it, in my heart, Dean Ambrose pinned Seth Rollins fucking clean, and he
pinned him clean. He's my champion.
World Heavyweight Champion. He is my champion. Dirty Dean Ambrose. I was so happy when that happened. I lost it when I saw that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Scared.
So you knew there was some fuckery, but honestly, I was pretty disappointed at first, but after thinking about it, it's only going to make it more special when Dean finally does win it, when he finally gets over that hump.
Well, he did take the belt, so I mean, he's our world champion.
Yeah.
But I want him to be official. I'm still I'm on the fence about how I feel about how this is going right now.
Well, I'll tell you what. If they claim they listen to the crowds like they do, then they saw the pop that Ambrose got when he hit
the
the 3
second
count.
time Corpus Christi came to life.
Yeah, it was the second time the whole night. Fuck you, Corpus Christi.
And it was the end.
And that was it. That was at the end. And the match itself I thought was a good match personally. These guys have great chemistry. These Shield guys.
Well, they've been working together for so long that they don't have a bad match together.
No, they don't. But it was quite enjoyable.
Rollins even went for a Phoenix Splash off the top rope.
Yeah, which is
first time since January he's even attempted it.
It's kind of a face move, like
it is, and that's why, and I get that. That's why he doesn't use it. But you could, with him doing it, or he attempted it, and Dean rolled out of the way. With him even thinking, okay, I've got to do this. It just goes to show like how far each was willing to go to beat the other.
Yeah, man. It's great stuff. These guys are great workers, and they're putting on a decent show right now. Even though I'm just tired of these DQ matches with Rollins. I think eventually
I'm tired of the whole
give.
Kane and Authority. I'm tired of J&J, and if you watched Raw, I don't know if we're gonna get into it at all. It wasn't great Raw, but I mean, we've kind of talked about the more important things already. Yeah, if you watched Raw, they're already setting up Rollins walking out of the ring on the Authority, leaving them. I don't need the Authority. Calling Kane a big red piece of crap or whatever he called him. It's like, we've been foreshadowing this for so long. It's like, who's going to go first? Is Kane going to break away and just, are we going to see Kane and Rollins? And if so, who's the obvious thing would be, okay, Kane's going to break away and go after Rollins. But now you're seeing Rollins saying, I don't need the Authority, so I don't know.
Yeah, only time will tell. But, they're setting up another quick turnaround pay-per-view for the most part, the way they got it set up. Your Money in the Bank on the 14th.
Yeah, I guess we'll already be doing Money in the Bank predictions next week after Monday.
We'll do it next week after the Raw once we get the full card. I kind of want to do it like that because now we can officially get the predictions, wins, losses out of the way.
We did kind of we called this our preseason matchup. I think I went. Did I go 2-3 and you went 1-4 or something like that? No, you went
2-4. I went 1-4. It was something like that.
No. But let's go back here. Let's go back here real quick.
All right, let's go back.
Go back.
You said the New Day would retain.
And I was right, so there we go.
There's your one. We didn't predict the Divas match on air, but we predicted it.
No, I think we did on the fly.
Text.
Yeah.
I predicted a Naomi win, and I don't know about you.
I think I agreed with you. I think I took the loss on that one. So 1-1, 0-2.
Cena Owens, we both predicted a win for Owens, but I predicted it not being clean. You
predicted some fuckery. I predicted a clean Owens win. Ain't nobody thought that.
Yeah, no one thought that.
All right. So 2-1 on my end, 1-2 on your end.
Bo and Neville, I thought Bo would win clean, personally.
I think I took Neville.
Yep. The title match, we both took Ziggler, but we both fucked that up.
Yeah, so... and then I took Rollins. I was 3-3, and you were something or another.
No, I took Rollins too. I took Rollins retaining, but I wanted Dean to win.
So, yeah, what was your overall record then? 2-4?
Yeah, like 2-4. So you were like
3-3.
Yeah,
even because I remember saying, if Ambrose wins, we're both going to be under 500.
Yeah. So. But yeah, so starting, next week when we get all the predictions here, we'll get you started. But right now, the only matches confirmed are the Kevin Owens Cena rematch. Supposedly might be a ladder match. That's the rumor. I don't know how they're going to work that out.
Yeah, I think that's what I saw, but I don't know how that happens unless Owens drops the title tonight.
The Money in the Bank match will have Roman Reigns, Dolph Ziggler, Neville, Kofi Kingston, just a spot monkey, not in a racist way. That's a wrestling term. Who else is in there? Was it King Barrett? Or no, Sheamus. I think Kane inserted himself in the Money in the Bank too, which leaves one more competitor. Might be Wyatt, don't know. And then we have the rematch, Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins in a ladder match. So we'll see. But once we get the full card, we're going to do a prediction show. And
obviously, that's no DQ, so Dean can win it clean if he pulls the belt down. I don't know what to think there.
We'll see. I'm going to see how it plays out on the next Raw, and I'll get more of an idea. But we'll see. I don't know. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it for now. We're going to be back next week with a prediction show, and then the following week with the recap. So this has been the Geek Gods, the Wrestling Geeks, JR and Justin. Elimination Chamber recap. Um, don't forget to like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and spread the word. We appreciate you guys, those of you that are listening and liking the page. Slowly but surely, we're going to get there, and I appreciate it, and we appreciate it. GG, motherfuckers.